morning, everybody. It's the last day of the year. I'm a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. Not that, not like tear sting, but, this year wasn't horrible. It really wasn't for me. I had a lot of growing pains and I had a lot of bullshit and difficulty, just like anybody else. But for the most part, this year was about finding my spirituality, finding my confidence, finding my strength, learning to love myself, which I'm still working on, but I am in a lot better place than I was a year ago. I just feel empowered. I feel like a lady boss. There were a couple times this year that I struggled financially, and at 39 years old, had to hide my talent and go ask my parents for help. That was not a good feeling, but I think being a single person after COVID, losing all my savings, that's like pretty normal for people at least once a year to just get in that fuck. I just don't have enough money to pay for all of this right now. And by the end of the year, it works out. I might even get taxes back this year. But I have been, for the last 3 years, I've gotten a note from the government that they didn't take enough out of my money for COVID. So for the last 3 years, they have taken all of my taxes. And apart from last year, I got $40 from the state. They were also taking my state money too. And I was getting really upset because there was no way to stop this. There was no way to ask for proof. None of my calls were answered for 3 years in a row. So, and I'm finding out a lot of people who are single, like older people like me, in their early 40s with no kids, we're getting hit with these weird random notes. Like, I go do my taxes. When I do my taxes, they say everything looks great. You should hear back within 6 weeks. No issues. And I pay for that insurance thing in case, the tax agent messed up or whatever. And then 2 weeks go by after doing my taxes, I get a letter in the mail that the government's taking all my money. Can you imagine how that feels for all of us out here getting this happen to? So I'm a little nervous that 2024 they're going to do the same thing for me. And I made more money this year than I have since COVID, so I'm very upset about that if I don't get my money, I might lose my mind, because it would be the 4th tax season you're claiming you didn't take enough money for COVID. Well, how much fucking money do you plan to take from us? I just feel like this country is bankrupt and they are forced to pay for, like, children. I don't know about your state, but in my state, if you are a parent, you get money for just having a kid, which I understand. Like, parents pay for a lot of shit, like diapers, formula when they're babies. Then you got all of the school shit, you got food. Like, I understand kids are expensive, but I really don't think that we should be paying for kids if it's coming at a cost of old people's and single people's income. We do count on that money just like parents count on that money, and I've been saying this for 3 years and getting nowhere. So I'm hoping this year we're able to help people like me and get our money, because we deserve our money and it's not our fault that the government messed up so severely. We shouldn't have to pay for a pandemic we didn't plan or ask for, just like the government didn't. Well, they planned it. I'm not going to bullshit you. They planned all of it. I fully believe that. But anyway, this year was really great. And I'm going to do another video after this about a spiritual side of what 2024 should mean to you, just by numbers and stuff. But this one, I'm just going to focus on my personal growth. I just want to be real with you guys. My diet flip-flopped all year. I think I am smaller than I was last New Year's, but not by much. So did I make progress on my New Year's resolution? Technically, yes. I lost a lot of physical fat, but I still have a lot of fat to go. So I did not end the year the way I wanted to, with the body I wanted, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm just going to have to face the fact that right now I have body issues, and I've had an eating disorder since I was a teenager. I think that plays a lot into how I see myself. I don't see myself like other people because of the disorder. So I'm this year going to be focusing on, like I said, I mentally am learning to love myself, but what I physically see is still a problem, and I don't want to go backwards with my eating disorder. It did happen a few times this year where I made myself sick just because I didn't like the way I looked in something, or I felt I ate too much. I'm like, oh no, I just ate a bunch of food, so I would purge, and it wasn't much. It wasn't as much as other years, which I'm proud of, but it still did happen, and that can't be happening. My mental health was rocky this year. I was tested a lot by the universe and a lot of people who are rude. That's just a New York thing. It's just the 2024 thing. I think people are just dark and rude because a lot of people have a lot of shit going on. So I feel like I victimized myself by allowing them to victimize me. So I hope that 2024 I react better to people like low vibrational people who, because that's the truth of it. When you're a healer, they're just going to find you. They're going to find you, they're going to hoard you away from others, either to make friends with you or to belittle you. And for the most part, I've had this weird thing happen to me the last couple of years. The more I learn to love myself, the more spiritual I'm becoming. There's some people that just don't like me for that. They just don't like that I have confidence, or that I do my makeup every day, or I do my hair. Like, they think I'm trying too hard, when really, when I sit in front of the mirror, I have extreme anxiety. So that's my art project. Every morning I take a deep breath. I look at my colors. I don't know what I'm going to be wearing, so it like takes my mind off of everything. And to me, it's like a mask of armor, a shield to protect my anxiety all day. It's just something I do to prepare myself to leave my house calm, cool, and collected. It's not about what I look or how I look, or that I have to be fashionable. And so many people don't take the time to see that part of, like, somebody who puts themselves together, that takes dedication to get up earlier, to do your hair, to pick out your outfit, to put makeup on your face. I get up 2 hours earlier than I have to leave. This is discipline. These are things that I'm teaching myself to become ingrained in my routine, so that I'm always prepared for what's to come in the future. This job that I have is a lovely job. I like it. Until my real destiny, my real life purpose comes in, I'm just kind of waiting, working on my stuff. So I do hope I don't hurt as much. Not hurt. It's early in the morning. I'm sorry. I don't hurt in the heart space by other people. I need to be a little bit tougher with who I let in, who I become friends with, and make them earn it a little bit more, so that I don't have these problems in 2024. Also, I would really love to be more open to love. Like, I know that I've been out here looking for a husband, but I'm still very guarded, and that has a lot to do with my past and what happened to me. So I really hope that 2024 I can just look at the man in front of me and not have a million reasons why I need to armor up, and I can just be myself. That's like my personal goal for this year. I really am going to continue to work on my body. I am starting a massive life change on Tuesday, but I'm not going to talk about it. Every time I talk about something that I'm doing, I get a lot of spell work done. So I'm keeping a lid on a lot of my projects. But this year has been great, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who is real and true and honest with me and for me. Like, even if we fall a little bit, like with my family, we are rock solid. I think we're going to be okay. We're changing and evolving, and I'm sorry for anyone that I pissed off or hurt this year, because I'm not perfect either. And I forgive anyone who hurt me. I'm letting it go at the end of the year. Low vibrational people don't always necessarily mean to be menaces, and I need to take that into consideration more. People attack because they're hurting. That's not always the truth. Sometimes people attack just to attack, but the world is hurting, and I just need to be more patient. So I let go and let God, and have a great New Year's Eve. I'll see you in the next one with more spiritual stuff.